Good morning. On this beautiful morning, good morning. And welcome to the 154th Commencement Ceremony. In a few moments, the formal ceremony will begin with a prelude from our musicians. Please take a minute to look over the safety and emergency information that is found on the inside back cover of your program. In the unlikely event of an emergency, we ask that you refer to this document to assist in your safe departure from the field and stadium areas. Out of respect for the graduates and our guests, we ask that all cell phones and electronic devices be silenced for the duration of the ceremony. Also, please be mindful that everyone here today would like to hear their student's name called as they receive their diploma. If you or anyone seated nearby is in need of an emergency medical attention at any time, we ask that you move quietly to the exit where you likely arrived today and find a staff person wearing a commencement staff badge or the university police. He or she will direct you to the emergency personnel. In the event, and of course this will not happen, of heavy rain or storms, the ceremony may be delayed until 45 minutes after the rain stops to allow for seating to be dried. Weather permitting, guests are cordially invited to meet your graduate at the lawn reception adjacent to Osborne and Byerly Halls immediately following the ceremony. After exiting the stadium by the entrance gates, follow the signs to the reception site. Graduates will proceed to Osborne Hall to obtain your diploma covers. We ask you to please avoid walking onto the field turf and appreciate your consideration. Have a safe and very joyous day. Dr. Hesslink, you may now begin our music for the ceremony. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 154th Annual Commencement of Millersville University. On this unique occasion, we honor and confer degrees to undergraduates from the class of December 2009 and May 2010. We also greet guests at our alternate live satellite site in the Student Memorial Center, where we hope you too enjoy the comfort of watching these proceedings on the big screen. Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated. I now have the honor to present the Poet Laureate of Lancaster County, Barbara Buckman-Strasko, who will offer a moment of reflection. After Ms. Strasko's message, please stand for the singing of the national anthem, sung by Benjamin Hollowell, class of 2010.
Thank you, Dr. McNary, Dr. Prabhu, and Mr. Warfel. When I was a freshman at Millersville, I started to write in a journal, and I have never stopped. In 1969, women had to sign out of the dorm whenever they left, and I would often sign out to the beauty of the cornfields. I would sit in the sun in the cornfields, and this is where I wrote my first poems, influenced by the revolutionary times of Bob Dylan, Joan Baez, and Joni Mitchell. It was a powerful and tumultuous time to be on a college campus in America, making it difficult to plan your next step. It was essential to hold on to your goals and ideals, which at times seemed to contradict each other. With this first short poem, I wish you the passion and perseverance to hold on to your ideals and goals. I live on the Conestoga River, and I often write about the river. This poem's called My Character. My character. On the river, each petal, each leaf, each animal floats downstream. I try to will myself upstream, as if I am different. I must journey elsewhere, and when the whirlpool pulls me down, I think it's just a current I can overcome. Many of the values with which poetry is naturally concerned, language, beauty, truth, and self-expression, are also those that education should value. When I began to teach my young urban students to write poetry, they began to see themselves as powerful people with important things to say. They began to want to say them in artistic and beautiful ways, which further shifted others' perceptions of them. Adrienne Rich says that a poem is a moment of change, and that is how I see poetry for myself and my students. I use my own love of writing to help others discover the power of poetry as healing and transcending the everyday world. With this last poem, I wish for you a life of continued learning, creativity, curiosity, and the ability to teach others what you have learned. Solo in the Snow. The trumpet player wants to teach his son jazz. So one night he takes him out to the dusted white ground, lays his bare hand against the cold, and makes angels and a sun, carves an owl and figures that have no recognizable form, draws long lines and short gestures. Then he makes a crescent moon that reflects the light falling onto the earth. He does all of this, then erases it with the broom from the snowman's hand. Thank you.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does our star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you. You may be seated. I am honored to introduce those members of our platform party who will not be recognized later as part of the ceremony. Please hold your applause until all have been presented. The Commonwealth of Pennsylvania is fortunate to have dedicated individuals who serve voluntarily by appointment of the governor on the Millersville University Council of Trustees. Will the following trustees please rise? Mr. Abram Diffenbach, Mrs. Caroline Hoffer, Dr. William McElwain, Mr. Gerald Robinson, Mr. Michael Warfel, Chair, and Mr. Paul Waddell. Also present are the advisors to the trustees, Dr. Anna Bordegareco, President of Faculty Senate, Dr. Howard Ellis, President of ABSCUF of Millersville University, Mrs. Terry Amel, President and CEO, Student Services Incorporated, Mr. William Martin, President of the Millersville University Alumni Association, and Ms. Mackenzie Roble, President of Student Senate. On the platform are the following members of the administration and faculty: Dr. Aminta Bro, Vice President for Student Affairs, Mr. Roger Brzezinski, Vice President for Finance and Administration, Dr. Victor DeSantis, Dean of the College of Graduate and Professional Studies, Mr. Gerald Eckert, Vice President for University Advancement, Mr. Robert German, Vice President for Information Resources, Ms. Patricia Hobson-Shelton, Assistant to the President for Social Equity and Diversity, Dr. James McCollum, Executive Deputy and Chief of Staff to the President, and Dr. Ralph Antonin, one of our most senior faculty members, who is the mace bearer for today's commencement ceremony. In addition, we welcome special guests of the university, including Mr. Gary Dent, Vice Chancellor for Human Resources and Labor Relations, Mr. Darrell Davis, Administrator Emeriti, past presidents of the Alumni Association, and other distinguished guests and members of the administration, representatives of the class of 1960, and administrators who marched with the faculty. Please join me in welcoming these members of the platform party and our guests. It is a great pleasure to welcome Mr. Brian Gladden, Senior Vice President and Chief Financial Officer for Dell Incorporated, and a Millersville University graduate of the class of 1987. For more than 20 years, Mr. Gladden has enjoyed a career in corporate finance at some of the country's most successful companies. We are proud that he began at Millersville University with a degree in business administration, where he also was a 3-year letterman on Coach Gene Carpenter's Marauder football team. After graduating in 1987, he joined the Vanguard Group as a fund accountant. A year later, he was selected to participate in General Electric's financial management program in the aerospace business in Valley Forge. And when he graduated from that program, he joined the corporate audit staff. For the next 10 years, Mr. Gladden held increasingly responsible positions in the company. He joined GE Medical Systems in 1997 and held several financial management positions, including Chief Financial Officer for the healthcare IT business and Head of Financial Analysis and Planning. In 2002, he transferred to GE Plastics as the CFO for the division and was named a GE Vice President and Corporate Officer in 2002. In 2005, he moved out of finance and took over responsibility for all manufacturing, product management, and operations for GE Plastics, where he was named President and CEO in 2007. He had several other positions and was President and CEO until May 2008, when he ended his 20-year career with GE to join Dell. Now, Dell Incorporated, ranked 38 on the Fortune 500 list, is a leading global systems and services company. As Senior Vice President and CFO, Mr. Gladden is responsible for all aspects of Dell's finance functioning, including accounting, financial planning and analysis, tax, treasury, and audit and investor relations. In addition to his leadership in business, Mr. Gladden has been very active in the communities in which he has lived over the course of his career, chairing Dell's One Dell, One Community program in 2009, leading the company's support of Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. And he's a founding member and chair of the Information Technology Industry CFO Group. As evidence of Mr. Gladden's interest and involvement in higher education, he is a mentor over the past 2 years to one of our own students. And in fact, that student is undertaking an 11-week internship this summer at Dell's headquarters in Austin, Texas. Mr. Gladden and his wife have 4 daughters and live in Austin, Texas. Please join me in welcoming Millersville University alumnus Brian Gladden as today's commencement speaker.
Thank you very much, Dr. McNary. It's really great to be here. I'd also like to recognize and thank the Millersville University trustees, the faculty, and the staff. This is a very important year for Millersville, as it represents the 150th anniversary of its creation as the first Pennsylvania normal school, as well as the 50th anniversary of its transition to a liberal arts college from what was until 1960 a single-purpose teachers' college. But today is all about the graduates and those parents and families who are here to help celebrate this great milestone. For the graduates, today is a day that will live on in your memories throughout the years to come. Years that will go by at a pace you cannot even imagine. It's amazing, but you'll look back at today as the start of something, not the end of something. It really is a commencement. I am honored and humbled to speak with you today. It may be an ambitious goal, but it's my plan to make my comments interesting, memorable, and most importantly, brief today. I know from experience that the memorable part is actually a real challenge, since I can honestly tell you that I don't remember who my commencement speaker was or anything that he or she said that day. The request from Dr. McNary to deliver this address caught me by surprise and forced me to take a step back, away from my day job and responsibilities at Dell, to reflect on what I've achieved and what I've learned from the thousands of people I've had a chance to work with, from my days as a student at Millersville to my business career at GE and now Dell. In my world, it's very easy to get caught up in the intense daily, day-to-day, hand-to-hand combat that is global business today. The focus on beating our competitors, on making our numbers each quarter, on launching the next great new technology, or on developing the best team in the industry. Sometimes it takes an event like this to force us to step back and reflect on our achievements, our failures, and what we've learned. Before I share some of these learnings, I'd like to recognize Dr. Gene Carpenter, Professor Emeritus, former athletic director, and longtime Marauder football coach, who passed away this past December. Coach Carpenter was a legend for his accomplishments on the field, where he won 212 games over 31 years at Millersville. But more than that, he was a larger-than-life father figure to many and helped to shape the character and self-confidence of hundreds of great men and women. I personally owe Coach Carpenter for giving a marginal but enthusiastic athlete like me a chance to play college football, and for all the enduring leadership traits I learned from watching him turn a bunch of undisciplined kids into the great teams who embodied his motto, Marauder Pride. I miss his fiery passion, his unquestioned integrity, and his commitment to Millersville and the Marauder teams. Today we're honored, and I'm thrilled to be joined by Coach Carpenter's wife, Sandy, as well as his daughters, Jody Henderson and Julie Leach. Please join me in honoring the great contributions of Dr. Carpenter to Millersville and the positive impact that he's had on so many student athletes over his more than 3 decades here. As I drove into campus this morning, a lot of old memories came back to me. It seems like just last month that I was living in the dungeon at Gage Hall. I was eating at least 4 Sugar Bowl Strombolis every week, and I was shaving my head every year as spring football approached. These were important elements of what I'd like to call my formative years. It was, in reality, 23 years ago that I sat with you, proud of my success at Millersville, a little emotional about saying goodbyes, but literally without a clue about where my life would go from here. The world was drastically different than in some ways, but much the same in others. In May of 1987, Ronald Reagan was our president, and the end of the Cold War was upon us. The federal budget deficit was only $150 billion, and we were ending one of the longest periods of economic expansion in U.S. history. But the equity markets would soon tumble dramatically in October, and the job market was starting to evaporate. Also in 1987, another 22-year-old kid in Austin, Texas, was just getting started in building a little business that manufactured and sold personal computers. He'd been at it for only 3 years, but his company already had 550 team members and would ship around 50,000 PCs that year, generating over $150 million in revenue. Michael Dell's little operation would ultimately change the world. I'm not going to walk through the details of my career or the challenges, successes, or failures that I've had. Instead, I'll give you the headlines. I left Millersville. I married a great girl. I joined a terrific company called GE. I worked really hard with some great leaders who taught me a lot, and I traveled all around the world. Sometimes I created shareholder value, and sometimes I destroyed it. I even got laid off once. I've lived in 8 different places and made lots of personal sacrifices along the way. My wife, Judy, and I have 4 terrific daughters, one of whom is now heading off to college herself. This leads to one piece of personal advice before I share some of my business conclusions. Do not underestimate the importance of picking the right partner and having a great family. I would argue that personal success has a lot to do with who you're with. It's a lot more fun when you have someone to share your accomplishments with, someone to help celebrate your successes, and someone to kick you in the butt when you're feeling sorry for yourself. There's no way I'd be here today without the support of Judy and the girls. My first message today is that you can do virtually anything you want to do in this world, so you should never aim too low. Millersville really has a great tagline: seize the opportunity. I don't have an MBA or a CPA, and few people that I work with even know what or where Millersville is. And guess what? While there's a place for advanced study in the Harvards of the world, I'm here to tell you, in most cases, those kinds of stripes simply don't matter. They certainly don't assure your success or achievement. Every day I hire and promote talent based on their smarts, their passion and energy, and their self-confidence. Whether you're going into the business world, becoming a teacher, or still just figuring it out, set your goals alarmingly high and start hacking away at them. In today's job market, you may need to take a less traditional path to success. You may need to embrace the idea of moving out of your hometown or out of your comfort zone. Or you may need to volunteer to get real-world experience. In all cases, your Millersville degree will serve you very well. So seize the opportunity, and don't let anyone tell you that you aren't qualified or ready. My second piece of advice is to be passionate about the opportunities that you do seize. Do something that you care about and believe that you can make a positive impact in the world. No matter where you end up, make sure it's rooted in your personal passions. Whether you're getting out of bed every morning to teach a class, to treat a sick patient, or to run your own small business, you're going to be a whole lot more successful if you're fired up, energized, and excited about making a difference every day than if you're just going through the motions to get a paycheck. I personally love the challenge of winning in business, of beating the competition, improving our results, building great teams, and personally growing. That's what gets me out of bed in the morning. I've been lucky enough to watch and learn from some great, passionate leaders and my role models in my career, including Coach Carpenter and Jack Welch from GE, and now Michael Dell. I challenge you to find your passion and make it your job. More and more, your opportunities will be borderless. They may be outside your hometown, outside your home state, or even outside your home country. The real winners in your generation will be global thinkers, which is why you should learn to be comfortable in other places and cultures. I encourage you to find a way to take an early assignment in India, in China, Brazil, Africa, or even Russia. These are the markets that will drive the global economy, and they are the sources of human capital that you will compete with personally during your careers. India and China together will graduate 5 times more college undergraduates this year than the U.S., and 13 times more engineers than we will. Half of Dell's business and almost 70% of our team members are outside the U.S. We sell to 180 different countries. I spend a lot of time traveling to these countries and many early mornings and evenings on conference and video calls with our global teams. There's really nothing like being jet-lagged in Singapore and doing a 10 p.m. conference call with our team back in Texas. Whatever you do, push yourself to be globally aware and culturally engaged. These skills will keep you in the game and help set you up for success. The world is changing in incredible and sometimes scary ways. But with these changes come remarkable opportunities and challenges for your generation. It's up to you to understand and relish these changes so you can stay current and contemporary. When I graduated from Millersville in 1987, the half-life of all the knowledge I had gained was probably 5 or 6 years. Today, the half-life of the knowledge you've gained in your Millersville careers is probably closer to 2 years, especially if you're in science, technology, and engineering. In fact, the volume of technical information in the world is doubling every 2 years. If you aren't absolutely committed to staying at the leading edge of your profession, you will be left in the dust. You must be fanatically paranoid about falling behind and push yourself every day to keep learning. My job's in finance, but I intentionally spend an hour each week getting private one-on-one tutoring from our Chief Technology Officer on the latest new technologies that affect our company. Cool things like iSCSI storage, cloud computing, and virtualization. Don't for a minute believe that your learning is over now that you have your degree. It's really just beginning. Your generation, more than any before it, recognizes that remaining current means understanding and embracing new technologies. As you know, I work for Dell. It's a fun company that revolutionized a pretty cool and fast-moving industry. Our company was built on a simple model that enabled millions of people to access well-designed and affordable personal computers. We've shipped over 600 million devices since Michael started the company from his University of Texas dorm room. If you're anything like my kids, or the new undergraduates we hire every day, you live online, and you wouldn't know what to do without the internet. The average 20-year-old today sends over 2,500 text messages per month. I know for a fact that my daughters actually send quite a bit more than that. I get an average of 300 emails every day, of which a couple dozen are actually worth reading. The thing we all must realize is that the pace of technology innovation is accelerating. The mobile devices we carry around today are 1,000 times cheaper, 1,000,000 times more powerful, and infinitely smaller than the computing devices even from the year I was born. I did think I was pretty cool back at Millersville when I had a Commodore 64 computer in my Brookwood apartment to type my term papers. But it was really only the beginning. Think about what the next 25 years will bring in technology. Working at Dell keeps me right in the middle of the action around technology developments and forces me to keep up with this stunning pace of change. Today, we're a $60 billion company with 100,000 employees that has over 2 billion interactions with our customers every year. We don't just sell PCs anymore. We've transformed ourselves into a company that offers broad technology solutions to our customers, including services, information storage, servers, and software, which is a $1.3 trillion market. This is pretty exciting stuff for a kid from Millersville. Finally, I'd like to wrap up by telling you that what I think is the single most important personal trait you can have as you're embracing the opportunities in front of you, and that's self-confidence. This is a quiet self-assurance, not cockiness, not conceit, not arrogance. I think it's the one key to winning, to excelling, no matter what you do in life. Many of you have already had great successes and are building your self-confidence now. It takes a willingness to look at yourself objectively and recognize your own strengths and weaknesses, and to work your butt off addressing your personal development needs every day. It takes the guts to push yourself to take the tough assignment when you're not quite ready for it, when you could be cruising or letting someone else do the heavy lifting. It takes resiliency to bounce back from failures that you are certain to have if you do push yourself. And it takes personal integrity, the commitment to always do the right thing, even when no one is looking. There'll be plenty of chances for you to wink or nod or look the other way. But having the confidence and integrity to stay true to your values and to what you believe in is the real measure of leaders. So that's it. These are the simple lessons that I've learned since I showed up at Millersville 27 years ago. This is the advice that I still follow as I seize new opportunities in my own career and my life. and hopefully some of it will be useful for you. Your personal journey is only beginning, and you'll always remember your time at Millersville as a powerful platform to build your success on. I know you will make us all proud of your accomplishments. And maybe someday, when you come back to Millersville for homecoming, or to get a good stromboli, or to just see a few old friends, you'll think back to this day and maybe even remember a couple things that the guy from Dell said. Again, congratulations to you and to your families for this terrific accomplishment. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you, Ryan, for that fantastic and inspiring message. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Vilas Prabhu, Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, who will conduct the presentation of the Associate and Baccalaureate degree candidates.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. McNary, we take a moment during today's ceremony to acknowledge the life of one of our fellow graduates. Ashley Clark met an untimely death before graduation at Millersville University. Ashley was a music major and would have graduated today with a Bachelor of Arts degree from the School of Humanities and Social Sciences. Millersville University presents the diploma posthumously to the Clark family in symbolic representation of her academic achievement. It is the hope of the graduates, students, faculty, and staff, and administration that when the Clark family thinks about this day, that you will find comfort in knowing that Ashley Clark made a difference in the lives of many at Millersville University. Ladies and gentlemen, after the conferring of degrees by President McNary, marshals will guide the graduates by school to the stage. Dr. McNary, the undergraduate candidates present have successfully passed all of their examinations, have completely fulfilled all of the departmental and university requirements for their prescribed courses of study, and are being recommended for their degrees by the faculty of their school. I recommend that you now confer upon them the appropriate associate and baccalaureate degrees. Will all candidates now please stand?
Upon the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania through the Board of Governors and Council of Trustees, I confer upon you the appropriate associate and baccalaureate degree, together with all of its associated rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Graduates, you may reposition your tassels. Congratulations, and you may be seated.
President McNary, as a special note to today's ceremony, it gives me great pleasure to acknowledge the commissioning of one of our graduates as second lieutenant in the U.S. Army at a ceremony held earlier today. We also wish to acknowledge the 15 veterans who are graduating today. We applaud their dedication to their studies and to our country. Will the second lieutenant and the graduating veterans please stand to be recognized? Thank you. Millersville University students are awarded honors in 3 categories: departmental honors, honors program, and university honors. To qualify for departmental honors, a student must complete a thesis written under the supervision of a faculty member. In order to graduate from the university honors program, a student must not only complete designated honors courses and a thesis, but also maintain an overall grade point average of at least 3.35. Students graduate with university honors by virtue of their grade point average. Those who earn averages between 3.35 and 3.64 graduate cum laude, of which there are 158 graduating today. Those who earn averages between 3.65 and 3.94 graduate magna cum laude, of which there are 86 graduating today. While those who earn averages between 3.95 and 4.0 graduate summa cum laude, the highest earned academic honor the university can bestow. Today we have 10 students who have earned summa cum laude honors, all of whom have received the Hobbs Medallion gifted by alumnus Dr. Dominic and Helen Ninenzio. Will the following summa cum laude honor students present today please rise to be recognized? Stephen Robert Baxter, School of Science and Mathematics. Jesse M. Blank, School of Science and Mathematics. Kelly Sue Crispin, School of Science and Mathematics. Karen Beth Donaldson, School of Education. Deborah Lynn Heimbach, School of Education. M. Sean High, School of Humanities and Social Sciences. Tina Danae Horst, School of Education. Jacqueline S. Iannuzzi, School of Humanities and Social Sciences. Keith J. King, School of Science and Mathematics. Valerie Lynn Kohler, School of Education. Sarah Ashley Shin Hai May, School of Humanities and Social Sciences. Michael Charles McCloskey, II, Second, School of Humanities and Social Sciences. Ellen J. Stemler, School of Education. Elliot B. Terrell, School of Humanities and Social Sciences. Rachel R. Whitmer, School of Humanities and Social Sciences. And Douglas A. Yaich, School of Humanities and Social Sciences. Please give them a warm applause. Thank you. You may be seated. I now have the honor of introducing the school dean and faculty who will read the names of the associate and baccalaureate degree candidates and acknowledge the honors graduates. I'm pleased to introduce to you Dr. John N. Short, Dean of the School of Humanities and Social Sciences, and Dr. Ansar Ahmed, Associate Dean, School of Humanities and Social Sciences, who will present the graduates from the School of Humanities and Social Sciences. Dr. Short and Dr. Ansar.
Will the marshals please bring forward the graduates from the School of Humanities and Social Sciences so that they may now be recognized. Yusuf J. Abukamek. Close.
Michelle A. Rutter, magna cum laude.
Benjamin C. Hallowell, University Honors College.
Lauren K. Adair.
Alan Amitovich.
Shayna Marie Ahmed.
Ryan Paul Almodovar.
Erin Brittany Alankas.
Alan Scott Anderson, Jr.
Megan J. Allen.
Raquel D. Anderson.
Stephanie L. Altschuler.
Sarah Archer.
Courtney Alicia Anderson.
Eileen Doyle Artie.
Stephanie Lynn Anderson.
Jamel Baker.
Jamie L. Arroyo.
Emily Elizabeth Baylog.
Megan E. Bear.
Jenny K. Banzoff, cum laude.
Megan Patrice Ball, cum laude.
Stacy L. Barry.
Amanda Ridgely Bamberger, cum laude.
Leslie Jean Barton.
Thomas N. Bargman, magna cum laude.
Jane Elizabeth Bell, cum laude.
Christopher Bartholomew.
Stephanie Ray Benningfield, cum laude.
Reginald J. Bates.
Kim J. Bergman, magna cum laude.
Janelle Elizabeth Battle.
Rebecca Lee Bernhard.
Heather N. Bauscher.
Dana Nicole Allen, cum laude, honors in sociology.
David Edward Basil, cum laude.
Dominic Ross Miller.
Gordon K. B. Croft, cum laude.
Rachel A. Butler.
Joel Thomas Beeger.
Rose M. Bettinger.
Chelsea Beeler.
Blaine Blance, cum laude.
Melissa L. Bell.
Nadia D. Bonner.
Joseph W. Benish Jr.
Stephanie A. Brooks.
Ashley Antoinette Bishop.
Amber Chartiz Brown.
Ryan Christopher Keller Blandy.
Laura Caroline Brown.
Amy N. Blevins.
Travis L. Buckwalter.
Jordan Matthew Bauer.
Joseph William Burns.
Celeste Marie Bradley.
Stephen R. Burton.
Brandon Joseph Brady.
Lindsay Nicole Butaro.
Jennifer E. Brown.
Matthew David Caffrelli.
Tyler R. Brubaker.
Ashley M. Cameron.
Adam Justin Bullock.
Daniel Caminetti.
Lauren Nicole Burrows.
Rebecca Kaplan.
Ryan J. Keith Butler.
Lauren A. Casper.
Emily N. Buzzix.
Barbara Alexandria Corneco.
Paul Carpenter.
Lauren Camino.
Kyle M. Caruthers.
David M. Clark.
Yomari Castro.
Trenton Cauldron.
Brittany Lenise Caswell.
Justin James Corbett.
Andrew T. Chester.
Michael Scott Colson.
Stefan Alex Clapperty.
Valerie Marguerite Crossan.
Philip Joseph Civitella.
Elena Seister.
Stephen Clark.
Channing Renee Dale, magna cum laude.
Megan E. Craney.
Laura Elizabeth Darrenkamp, cum laude.
Kelly Elizabeth Crow, cum laude.
Maria DeBelyak.
Robert Crowell.
Carolyn M. Deck.
Matthew J. Daly.
Jacqueline B. Deckman.
Adrian Damiano.
Christine Michelle DeHuff.
Kayla Mercedes Davis.
Catherine I. DeTurzus.
Rena Leanne Davis.
Christina A. DeTurzus.
Philip David DeAngelis.
Sharon M. DePaul.
Andre Dida.
Ralph Anthony DeStefano Jr.
Lula R. DeFersha.
Holly A. DeVries.
Regina M. DiGatano.
Diego A. Diaz.
Nicole Elizabeth Demers.
John Paul Diffenderter.
Ashley DiPasso,
Kevin Dillon,
Dana Angeline DiStefano,
Jennifer M. Ditzler, cum laude,
Avery DeVoe,
Meredith L. Dollinger,
Amanda R. Deal,
Rebecca Wansley Down,
Lauren Ashley Dills,
Samuel Kenneth Dressler,
Catherine Rebecca DiRico,
Ariel Deneen Edwards,
Laura Jean DiTrapano,
Justin R. Edwards,
Gina Marie Donato,
Heather Nicole Emery,
Robin Faith Dragon, cum laude,
Christina Hensinger,
James Douglas Dry,
Caitlin L. Evans, cum laude,
Dariana Duvergel Valdez, magna cum laude,
Joseph M. Furnish Jr., honors in philosophy,
Amy Alyssa Dugan,
Dana Monique Fox,
Claire Marie Edwards,
Natalie M. Pizarra,
Jessica Chanel Edwards,
Devin Andrew Fisher, cum laude,
Tyreka Nydia Ellaby,
Caitlin M. Fitzpatrick,
Jessica Lynn Elzy,
Alethea Bonetta Furlas,
Jared Colby Ernst,
Ashley M. Freeman,
Nikki Marie Evans,
Daniel J. Funk,
Kelly Beth Farrell,
Marine W. Kakaria,
Shannon M. Farrelly, cum laude, University Honors College,
Timothy R. Gallagher, magna cum laude,
Christina Faust,
Joella S. Garber,
Andrew Fernandez,
L. Henry Gepfer II,
Lois Ferris,
Daniel Ryan Giangelino,
Dara E. Fleck,
Matthew Vincent Gillis,
Justin Nicholas Forey,
Eric J. Golden,
Brittany Ann Frick,
Crystal Jade Gray,
Samantha Ann Funk,
Allison Mary Frances Green,
Patrick Furness,
Rebecca Greer,
Miles P. Gallagher,
Amelia R. Geidish,
Maria C. Gallo,
Jenny L. Hagee,
Daniel P. Garten,
Marissa Danielle Haynes,
Robert V. Garenza Jr.,
Daniel Hazen Hall,
Linda D. Giddings,
Stephen George Hannaford,
Megan Marie Gingrich,
Alex Hargraves,
Lidra Marie Granzo cum laude,
Colleen R. Harnish,
Elise Catherine Grasshoff,
Leanne Renee Hart,
Raquel L. Green,
Khadija Shahada Hassan,
William Griffith,
Nathan R. Haverlack,
Julie Anna Goods,
Ashley Elizabeth Hayes,
Sean Patrick Hagan,
John Joseph Heleniak III,
Andrew Miles Haynes,
Paul C. Heller,
Charles R. Haley III cum laude,
Charles B. Hellman,
Kristen Elizabeth Hartley,
Timothy Patrick Hendrick,
Christine E. Harmon,
Brian F. Henniger,
Akeem Houghton,
Caitlin Nicole Henry,
Daniel R. Heatherly,
Laura C. Hershey,
Timothy K. Heffley,
Jamie Lauren Hess,
Paul C. Helwig,
Jamie L. Hicks, cum laude,
Leonard Henderson III,
M. Sean High, summa cum laude,
Stephanie K. Hendricks,
Thomas A. Herger,
Stephanie Kathleen Herr cum laude,
Heidi J. Hoyland,
Amanda B. Herzog,
Chester Holland IV,
Caitlin Jamie Hess,
Lovick Williams Holbrook Jr.,
Richard Edward Hess.
Laura S. Hollenbach.
Christopher Todd Hetrick.
Lydia Elizabeth Hollinger, cum laude.
Marty L. Hicks.
Nick Honard.
Keith T. Hildebrand.
Ashley Brooke Hoover, cum laude.
Amanda Marie Hoover.
Rose Charlene Hughes.
Lindsay Joe Hosier.
Megan Elizabeth Hummert.
Jarrett T. Hostetter.
Sarah M. Hunt.
Abram B. Hunsberger.
Gerald Lloyd Jackson.
Jacqueline S. Iannuzzi, summa cum laude.
Jasmine Nicole Jackson.
Nicholas Angelo Irizarry.
Michael Jennings.
Janelle Jakowitz.
Kyle Jones.
Ania Jean Lewis.
Emily Cantor.
Ashley Johnston.
Jolene A. Kiefer, cum laude.
Jessica M. Jones.
Cameron J. Kaler.
Carlin R. Jones.
Shannon R. Keister.
Chelsea Lynn Jordan.
Aaron M. Kaufman.
Kristen B. Peach.
Rico Kara.
Angela L. Keeler.
Thomas Lawrence Kessler.
Jesse J. Keem.
Joshua F. Hobel.
Sarah A. Keller.
Samuel Hockenberger.
Megan Kerr.
Samantha Lindsay Kohler.
Taz Monchek Kaiser.
Daniel Joseph Krieger.
Zachary John Knoll.
Brian C. Lahr.
Rachel M. Khan.
Stephanie Aaron Lakis.
Mandy S. Kolb, cum laude.
Caitlin Michelle Landis.
Chelsea L. Korn, cum laude.
Jeffrey Alexander Lang.
Tatiana Kornilova.
Patrick James Larkin.
Jessica Marie Cooter.
Julie M. Lochner.
James Robert Lackemeyer.
George R. Leach.
Melanie Dean Landis, cum laude.
Jordan Elizabeth Jones.
Mark Lockley.
Melissa Ann Leary.
Joseph D. Lawrence.
Tara L. Lee.
Sarah Christine Lover.
Melanie Allison Liebrecht.
Laura Y. Lear.
Paula Ann Leonard.
Shelby Noel Lead.
Catherine Rebecca Lessie, cum laude.
Matthew W. Lehman.
Lisa Alexandra Levan.
Joseph T. Lentz.
Arista Marie Laymarie.
Andrew E. Leone.
Kyle Andrew Little.
John K. Lester Jr.
Joanne E. Loftus.
Kevin William Lewis, cum laude.
Asia Monique Lucas.
Michelle A. Loalbo.
Brendan Robert Lynch.
Melanie Lynn Luco, magna cum laude.
Zachary Moss.
Dajuse Lunde.
May McGully.
Catherine Lynch.
Tiffany N. Markle, cum laude.
Laura Michelle McKee, magna cum laude.
Congratulations. Jennifer Elizabeth Martin.
Catherine Magliochetti.
Michelle Lynn Maruchak.
Christopher Charles Melinek.
Lisa Marie Martire.
Amanda M. Malone, magna cum laude.
Kelsey Ann May.
Erin N. March.
Kristen B. Manka White.
Kerry L. Martin.
Toby Jessica May.
Kevin David Martinchek.
Elisa Maria MacArthur, cum laude.
Danielle Corinne Mutti, magna cum laude.
Robert F. McCabe.
Alicia A. Musselis, cum laude.
Sigourney R. McLeaf.
Maureen E. McCann.
William Joseph McCloskey III.
Michael Charles McCloskey II, summa cum laude.
Ryan Thomas McLaughlin.
Amy C. McCourt, magna cum laude.
James Paul Meisenbach, cum laude.
David Merson.
Rebecca Meister.
Wesley P. McCulley.
David R. Miles.
Nicholas J. McNeil.
Rachel B. Miles, cum laude.
Forrest Leland Mengel.
Danielle N. Miller.
Thomas L. Merritt.
Kimberly Jane Miller, cum laude.
Troy Mulberry.
Emily M. Molman.
Lindsay R. Montague.
Teresa Lynn Montserrat, cum laude, honors in history.
Tatiana Jasmine Morales.
Chelsea Morrison.
Megan Morrison.
Natalie K. Motti.
Takia Sadiqa Muhammad.
Christina R. Moyer.
Sean R. Mullen.
Amanda J. Muchler.
Brigida Isabel Murillo, cum laude.
Brandon Michael Nace.
Weston J. Miller.
Lucas Russell Niderer, cum laude.
Jared D. Muscato.
Jessica M. Nelson.
Kelly Mushelli, cum laude.
Monica D. Newman.
Joshua D. Musser.
Joanna Ann Noe.
Angela Rose Nicotera.
Lauren Christy Nye, cum laude.
Gregory Richard O'Brien IV.
Kylie O'Brien, cum laude.
Stephen D. O'Connor II.
Michael L. O'Hara.
Debatha A. O'Lurkin.
Ryan Charles O'Neill.
Daniel Oliver.
Jonathan V. Olsen, cum laude.
Patrick LaJ Onan.
Vanessa Leanne Oncow.
Andrew B. Orlowski.
Andrea Lynn Peresi.
Stephanie M. Pacana.
Kyle McCallum Parsons, honors in sociology.
Ashley N. Palm, cum laude.
Andrew M. Patrick, cum laude.
Andrew S. Palmer, magna cum laude.
Sarah Lynn Peachy.
Robert S. Pasternaki, magna cum laude.
Elizabeth Suzanne Parrish.
Kevin W. Peachy.
Jamie L. Frommer.
Marvin L. Phoenix.
Michael Pichinico.
Jewel Pierce.
Michelle C. Polito, magna cum laude.
Ashley Leanne Pluto.
Daniela F. Hosiku, magna cum laude.
Laura A. Poole.
Christopher Purcell.
Alexandra Purcell.
Victoria Ann Pyle, magna cum laude.
Sean E. Pyle.
Melissa S. Rainey.
William C. Quigley, cum laude.
Melissa Sue Ramos, magna cum laude.
Julie A. Rafalowski.
Kyle Matthew Relkin.
Natasha M. Ramirez.
Kayla Noel Rapman.
Melissa Christine Reedy.
Christine E. Rainier.
Emily J. Reitenauer, magna cum laude.
Elise Marie Rutul.
Christina Drew Renzulli.
Catherine J. Roberts, magna cum laude.
Lindsay K. Riley, cum laude.
Katie Helen Rodriguez.
Jesse Emmanuel Rivera.
Alex M. Rojas.
Rebecca L. Roberts.
Tanya Lynn Roman.
Matthew A. Rohrbaugh.
Renato J. Rodinella.
Colleen Marie Roland, cum laude.
So Sato.
Nicole Leslie Romick.
Ryan P. Saxton.
Edward S. Roseboro.
Stephen M. Schenker.
Shade M. Rudolph.
Lauren A. Schmidt.
Adrian J. Russell.
Herbert Scrivener, the fifth.
Gregory Mark Saltzman,
Eric M.C.,
Christy Lynn Sanders,
Christina M. Senift, magna cum laude.
Benjamin A. Sauter,
Chelsea Ray Senick,
Amanda Grace Shantz,
Renee E. Cerensets, cum laude honors in Spanish, University Honors College.
Samantha Jo Schulechter,
Catherine E. Sergey,
Wesley Robert Schmidt, cum laude,
Kyle M. Shaheen,
Jane Elizabeth Skamek,
Nathan O. Sheffer,
Melissa A. Schalzer,
Samantha Marie Shoemaker, cum laude.
Miles Scott,
Caitlin Ann Schuster,
Glenn Settle,
Heather Meredith Seifkin,
Whitney Nicole Sharp,
Kyle Harrison Sigafus,
Holly A. Schaefer,
Amanda M. Slagle,
Rebecca K. Schertzer, cum laude,
Janie N. Smoker,
James W. Shurtleff III,
Kelsey Marie Smoker, cum laude.
Elizabeth Nicole Sidaway,
Angela Smolchinsky,
Kelly Lynn Siegfried,
Melissa M. Snyder,
Andrew Joseph Sims,
Emily Jean Sorek,
Zachary Joseph Scaff, cum laude,
Tracy C. Stomba,
Taylor Marie Smith,
Joanna M. Stanek,
Dennis B. Sauerbier,
Patrick M. Stewart,
Nicole A. Specht, cum laude,
Rachel L. Stiles,
Alim Fatin Medley,
Philip J. Stefanik III,
Emily K. Stam,
John A. Steyer,
Ryan Matthew Stauffer,
Michael Keith Sutters,
Mark James Stewart,
Eric Sapowski,
McCall B. Stibbins,
Peter James Tabarelli,
Angel Yvonne Steiner,
Richard Lee Taylor,
Daniela E. Stoika,
Christy A. Testa,
Jessica R. Stout,
Whitney G. Fustium,
Joseph T. Strong,
Angela Torres Reyes,
Sean Michael Suki,
William Travato,
Mitchell M. Summers,
Melanie M. Trumpy,
Rebecca Ann Swan,
Jessica A. Taransky,
Jessica Tack,
Lauren Elizabeth Upgrove, cum laude,
Alicia F. Taylor,
Zachary Daniel R. Veyu,
Elliot B. Terrell, summa cum laude,
Teresa M. Walker,
Nina Pandora Theophilus, cum laude,
Alexandra Lynn Walkman,
Jacob Allen Thompson,
Alexandra D. Wagner, cum laude,
James A. Tobolsky,
Amy Catherine Wagner, cum laude,
Michelle Elizabeth Topper, cum laude,
James Michael Walk, cum laude,
Rocio Torres Cortes,
Jessica Renee Walker,
Joseph Anthony Troy Jr.,
Larissa N. Walker,
Jordan Matthew Tuscan,
Elizabeth Ann Weekly,
Elisa Marie Tyson,
Avery James Webster,
Jessica Marie Newsted,
Ashley Nicole Weir,
Rachel Nicole Van Sant, magna cum laude,
Jennifer L. Weiss,
Donna L. Viet, magna cum laude,
Rachel Lynn Wenkert,
Amanda Noel Wuklowski,
Mark A. West,
Rachel Elizabeth Waldo,
Patricia Diane White,
Nicholas Charles Walker, cum laude, honors in history,
Janet Helen Wickenheiser,
Shannon Tori Walsh, cum laude,
Benjamin David Will,
Samantha Jolene Walters,
Matthew Stephen Wilson,
Christopher Eugene Watson,
Melanie Saylor Wise, cum laude, University Honors College.
Jessica Helen Weber.
Ashley Hope Whitmer.
David Weinberg.
Benjamin Todd Young.
Cassandra D. Whitfield, cum laude.
Brianna Marie Young.
Elena Marley Wilkinson.
Heidi Marie Young.
Laura Elizabeth Wilmer.
Kelly J. Young.
Jennifer Lauren Wise.
Celicia Alana Young, cum laude.
Rachel R. Whitmer, summa cum laude.
Isabella Louise Zapparelli.
Douglas A. Yike, summa cum laude.
Sarah Ann Chunky, cum laude.
Chantal DeAndrea Jones.
Tamara L. Zakeli. Gregory Walter Zitka. Ashley R. Zuber. Please join me in congratulating the graduates of the School of Humanities and Social Sciences. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Jane S. Bray, Dean of the School of Education, and Dr. Doyen Coca-Cola, Associate Dean of the School of Education, who will present the graduates for the School of Education.
Will the marshals please bring forth the graduates for the School of Education? Amanda J. Akins.
Rachel L. Amorin, cum laude.
John R. Andel.
Amy Nicole Satopoulos.
John Achenbach.
Holly E. Ackler.
Jeremiah E. Back.
Christina Lynn Otwell.
Adam K. Barger, cum laude.
Brian Andrew Babish.
Michelle L. Barrett, cum laude.
Samantha Marie Beer, cum laude.
Margaret Batt.
Justin J. Beers.
Jessie Ann Byler.
Holly Elizabeth Benford.
Katie M. Benner, cum laude.
Vanessa Lee Burke.
Heather A. Barrera, magna cum laude.
Jessica Marie Bixby.
Abby Lynn Biesecker, magna cum laude.
Keith A. Blackwell.
Daniel C. Bingaman, magna cum laude.
Sarah Agnes Bracken, cum laude.
Caitlin Blum, magna cum laude.
Kimberly Lynn Brem.
Jessica E. Boyd.
Alexandra Brummer.
Christina Marie Bresnak.
Brittany Lynn Brown, magna cum laude.
Megan Lee Brister, cum laude.
Hart Rule.
Melinda Sue Brown.
Daniel Sean Buchanan.
Thomas George Bryan Jr.
Jesse N. Bukalu, cum laude.
Erin Nicole Bookmoyer, magna cum laude.
Jessica R. Bickley, honor in industry and technology.
Krista Joy Buckwalter, magna cum laude.
Krista Lorraine Bob, cum laude.
Roman Michael Lee Bull, cum laude.
Melissa Ann Buckert.
Samantha Ann Butler.
Sarah A. Cameron.
Carla Sue Calusit.
Laura Louise Kant.
Laura Ann Camp Fiesler, cum laude.
Jacqueline Capozilli, cum laude.
Stephanie Reed Capalupo, magna cum laude.
Andy William Chacon.
Patricia Carlson.
Emily Catherine Chambers, magna cum laude.
Danielle Case, magna cum laude.
Lynn Childs.
Kevin Daniel Childs.
Erin Elizabeth Chrisman.
Deanna Marie Chalka.
Bradley S. Clemens, cum laude.
Allison Marie Clark.
Craig R. Colvin.
Lauren A. Kohick.
Donna Lee Cooper,
Tiffany Ann Collins,
Megan Costello Miller,
Dante D. Cordelli,
Erin L. Donaker, magna cum laude,
Eric J. Cruz,
Lindsay Deacon, cum laude,
Nicholas P. DeFeo,
Timothy S. DeFeo,
Catherine Ann Daymelt,
Emina DeLucia, cum laude,
Kara Jean Deidre, cum laude,
Derek J. DeShields,
Kimberly Rose DePietro,
Lindsay N. Deal,
Karen Beth Donaldson, summa cum laude,
Andrew Ryan Doctorman,
Katie Elizabeth Dutch, cum laude,
Alicia L. Duval,
Amanda C. Doyak, cum laude,
Kevin Michael DeBoski,
David J. Erling,
Crystal Joy Abbey, cum laude,
Kirsten E. Eck, magna cum laude,
Courtney L. Eisenhower,
Sarah Alfick,
Allison M. Emerson,
Morgan Nikolai Endy,
Rachel M. Eskenazi,
Dana Elizabeth Evans, cum laude,
Sarah L. Frost,
Stephanie A. Facenda, magna cum laude,
Kelly Louise Finkbeiner,
Stephanie A. Finn,
Melissa Marie Finney,
Beth Diane Fiore,
Jamie Nicole Fox,
Emily A. Flieger, cum laude,
Anne Marie Fatrola, magna cum laude,
Meredith K. Foster, cum laude,
Alison Rose Free, cum laude,
Lauren Marie Francos, cum laude,
Amanda B. Friel,
Michelle Renee Free,
Elizabeth A. Free, magna cum laude,
Michael D. Friedman, magna cum laude, honors in industry and technology,
Chad M. Gaines,
Terry F. Frisbee, magna cum laude,
Nicole Shira Garez,
Christy Ashling Gaynor,
Letitia A. Garrison,
Jessica Sue Garrett, magna cum laude,
Crystalline R. Gacy, magna cum laude, honors in psychology,
Alexis N. Gebhardt,
Lizzie Nancy Chrisman Gaiman,
Jamie Lee Gailey,
Amber M. Geist,
Stephanie Marie Gaiman, magna cum laude,
Jennifer M. Gerson,
Nicole M. Gendreau,
Amanda J. Genotti, cum laude,
Justin Michael Giannoni,
Marie Catherine Glantz, magna cum laude,
Kristen M. Godfrey, magna cum laude,
Samantha L. Goldfrapp,
Erin Louise Greco,
Lindsay Marie Grave,
Laura Grime,
Denise Alexandria Green,
Jeremy James Gross,
Jarrett John Green,
Adrienne Ann Gwynn, cum laude,
Amanda Janet Christie, cum laude,
Caitlin E. Hanley,
Kelly Nicole Guerrero,
Sarah Ann Harpster,
Shanita A. Hadley,
Jessica Heckman,
Amanda Lynn Haney,
Deborah Lynn Heimbach, summa cum laude,
Lisa Marie Habelas,
Brianna M. Heller, magna cum laude,
Christopher H. Harris, magna cum laude,
Emily Elizabeth Hennessy, cum laude,
Hilary Wright Hartley,
Jessica Marie Herman,
Robert Edmund Haskins,
Jennifer L. Hershey, magna cum laude,
Jeffrey A. Heine, magna cum laude,
Catherine G. Higgins,
Elsie M. Harry, cum laude,
Christina Marie Hoffman, cum laude,
Sean P.
Sarah M. Hoot, cum laude,
Jessica R. Hills,
Kristen C. Horn, cum laude,
Kevin Gregory Hoffman,
Tania Dunne Horst, summa cum laude,
Emily P. Hopkins,
Victoria M. Hadom, cum laude,
Laura May Hamburger, cum laude,
Kelly Hall, magna cum laude,
Brent D. Hoffman,
Brian A. Hunt,
Tiffany Alice Hansberger, magna cum laude,
Daniel J. Hyland,
Brittany Ann Hutchins,
Catherine Patetti Irwin,
Ashley Lorraine Ingersoll, magna cum laude,
Alicia Jean Ivey, cum laude,
Gregory Allen Jackson,
Daniel William Jackson,
Colleen M. Jennings,
Paul D. Jennings, Jr.
Priscilla Jennings, magna cum laude.
Sarah Elizabeth Jennings.
Darnell Johnson.
Christopher Paul Jones.
Brittany Y. Jolene.
Eduardo Jorge Jr., magna cum laude.
Joshua Lee Jordan, cum laude.
Tara Lynn Caterman, magna cum laude.
Jennifer K. Jerome.
Felicia D. Kennedy.
Kyle A. Casabo.
Tara Lynn Canuck, magna cum laude.
Margaret Lynn Keenan, magna cum laude.
Heather K. Nouse.
Megan Kathleen Keeter, cum laude.
Alexandra Ray Colitas.
Gregory M. Kissinger, magna cum laude.
Kayla Marion Kuntz, magna cum laude.
Eric Robert Klein III.
Catherine J. Kaplitz.
Cassandra D. News, magna cum laude.
Zachary G. Kratzis.
Valerie Lynn Kohler, summa cum laude.
Tara K. Krupa, magna cum laude.
Andrea Kunis, cum laude.
Victoria Lamb.
Ryan M. Copenhaver.
Ashley W. Levenis.
Rebecca M. Krupp, magna cum laude.
Andrew Michael Lee.
Benjamin A. Krause.
Brittany Nicole Lessig.
Michelle L. Lehman.
Anya Milan Lewis.
Amanda Levington.
Jessica A. Lucido, cum laude.
Michael C. Lewis.
Holly Nicole Lynn.
Hilary Lotier.
Jessica Lynn Mackey, cum laude.
Melanie Christine Lukowski.
Nicole Lynn Mansberger.
Brian Benjamin Lyons.
Jacqueline Victoria Marteslo, magna cum laude.
Crystal Lushanti Mano.
Courtney S. Martin.
Cassandra M. Maron, magna cum laude.
Jessica H. Martin.
Carmen Marty.
Rosenda Mata Lopez.
Sabrina Mason.
Stephen C. McCoy.
Julie A. Matthews.
Caitlin N. McGeary, magna cum laude.
Sean Terrence McDermott.
Kelly Ann McLaughlin.
Sarah Angelina McKee.
Amanda Lee McQuaid, cum laude.
Jason Patrick McMahon.
Megan Claire Migliori.
Laurie Alice Medina, cum laude.
Tamara Lynn Miller.
Sarah Gail Miles.
Megan Moffa.
Jennifer Lynn Miller.
Jennifer Janus Montiero.
Kelsey Lee Minnick.
Alicia N. Morris, cum laude.
Julie A. Mosa, cum laude.
Carolyn Artis Mature Revere.
Kelly N. Murray, magna cum laude.
Heather A. Murray, cum laude.
Ashley Myers, magna cum laude.
Christy Lynn Musser.
David J. Knowles Jr.
Kathleen E. Myers.
Matthew Morgan Nunberg.
Kelly M. Ness.
Stephen A. Nowakowski.
Rebecca Lynn Ober.
Peter James Aukenhouse.
Meredith R. Omler.
Lauren Elizabeth Panto, cum laude.
Marianne Ortiz.
David Patton.
Anthony Philip Pagnotti.
Brett A. Peters.
Caitlin Margaret Perry.
Jordan E. Pino.
Christopher Scott Phillips Jr., cum laude.
Exathea Politsopoulos.
Kimberly Ann Parrish.
Charles B. Preston III.
Julia M. Plessinger, magna cum laude.
Brittany L. Pride, cum laude.
Jeffrey A. Powell.
Christian D. Rands.
Lauren H. Ramspacker.
Amy M. Robinstein.
Todd Preston Rankin.
Nicole Erlin Racing.
Carnessa Michelle Ray.
Andrew Rice.
Nicole Leah Redding.
Thomas A. Richardson.
Amanda J. Roberts, cum laude.
Julian P. Rittenhouse.
Juan Miguel Rodriguez Escalarte.
Christina N. Robertson.
Zachary Nathan Rudy, cum laude.
Dominic Roda.
Justin N. Runkle. Katie Lynn Sowers, cum laude.
Matthew Wayne Rogers, cum laude.
Catherine M. Schwartz.
Anastasia R. Rube.
Lauren Michelle Schwartz, magna cum laude.
Nicole Marie Rutro, cum laude.
Catherine Marie Cedar.
Casey Lynn H. Rule.
Tammy Sema, magna cum laude.
Casey M. Ryan.
Stephen M. Schaefer.
Bradley A. Schaefer.
Karen Jane Shaw.
Emily K. Schwartz.
Ashley E. Shoemaker.
Zalofet William Lee Scott.
Megan Alexandra Schultz, magna cum laude.
Katie Sue Seifried.
Christopher R. Simler.
Timothy J. Shoemaker.
Allison Marie Smith.
Samantha Lynn Chute.
Amy N. Smith, cum laude.
Carolyn Elizabeth Simon.
Mark T. Smith. Rebecca K. Smith. Jemiah Dion Smoker, magna cum laude.
Erica M. Smith, magna cum laude.
Brianna Elaine Star.
Karen M. Snow.
Jamie P. Spencer.
Rebecca Lee Souders, cum laude.
Gladden St. Julian.
Keith H. Sparano, cum laude.
Ashley Joanne Stamets, cum laude.
Nicholas James Sperry.
Bill Stanek.
Casey N. Starr.
Laura L. Stewart.
Christopher John Kevin Steckler.
Jonathan T. Stone, magna cum laude, honors in psychology.
Emily Joy Stone, cum laude.
Jennifer Nicole Strauss, magna cum laude.
Justin A. Stosh, cum laude.
Troy Lee Sumi III.
Jennifer C. Squire.
Mindy J. Schweiger.
Matthew Scott Tarley.
Meredith Page Tate.
Jessica Marie Taylor, magna cum laude.
Veronica Taylor, magna cum laude.
Kelly C. Tonahan.
Brittany Clemmer Thiessen, magna cum laude.
David E. Todd.
Sophie J. Thiessen, cum laude.
Rose Marie Trimble.
Eric D. Toy, cum laude.
Megan S. Trinchery, cum laude.
Megan Sue Trupp, magna cum laude.
Andrea Trump, cum laude.
Maria I. Sukelis.
Angela I. Sukalos.
Victoria Lorraine Van Buren.
Nicole Michelle Uter.
Alicia M. Wagner, magna cum laude, honors in psychology.
Dustin Paul Vargas.
Jennifer Lynn Weathersby, magna cum laude, honors in psychology, University Honors College.
Jennifer L. Boat, cum laude.
Amanda Lauren Welsh.
Cara M. Waltermeyer, magna cum laude.
Shane Westhafer.
Jennifer L. Ward.
Amy Lee Wilderson.
Richard E. Watson Jr.
Emily Wilson, magna cum laude.
Christine Lynn Words.
Thomas M. Wilt, cum laude. Megan Elaine Walensky.
Rena Courtney Morgan Williams, cum laude.
Evan M. Wysocki.
Nikki Wilson, magna cum laude.
Courtney Lalou Young.
Kathleen Ashley Wright, cum laude.
David C. Zimmer, cum laude.
Jesse Reisa Zimmerman.
Ellen Jennifer Stemler, summa cum laude.
Kimberly L. Zug.
Cornell Dupree Pitt.
Kathleen Jefferson.
Ronnie Norga.
Derek Atkinson.
Please join me in congratulating the graduates from the School of Education. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Robert Smith, Dean of the School of Science and Mathematics, and Dr. Nazli Mullah Hardy, Associate Professor of Computer Science, who will present the graduates from the School of Science and Mathematics.
Will the marshals please bring forward the graduates from the School of Science and Mathematics so that they may now be recognized. Shamira Talia Abrams,
Cassandra Lee Adams,
Ahmed Akhmedov,
Sarah Elizabeth Albanese,
Winston Anshant,
Daniel Allenbach,
Sarah Joy Baldy,
Ruslan Bashatov,
Ashley Bayshore,
Albert Joseph Bowers,
Kelly Jo Beck,
Stephen Robert Baxter, summa cum laude,
Stacy Teresa Bernetsky,
Philip Thomas Bergmeyer,
Jennifer E. Bice,
Brianna M. Bett,
Carolyn Michelle Carter,
Marcus Bishop,
Caitlin E. Cochran,
Jesse M. Blank, summa cum laude, honors in biology, University's College,
Jacob Grove Coral, cum laude,
Nicole Christine Brooke,
Lauren C. Cunningham,
Rachel Cashman, cum laude,
Jonathan Paul David,
Sue Crispin, summa cum laude,
Jennifer C. Dixon,
Joel Leonard Coble, honors in biology,
Christopher M. Dower, honors in biology,
Jenna M. Craig,
Brant A. Dreger,
Rachel A. Curley,
Laura A. Dyer, cum laude,
Alexander Robert Davis, cum laude,
Eric Richard Eddy, cum laude,
Jeffrey William Deal,
Frederick William Elslager,
Adam Drago,
John Christian B. Espejo,
Suzanne Michelle Driver,
Karen P. Fonstock, cum laude,
Andrew Nelson Dunn,
Sarah Felter, cum laude,
Alan John Edens,
Catherine R. Gallagher, honors in biology,
John A. Eisenhower,
Matthew A. Graham, magna cum laude,
Troy M. Engelhardt II,
Janelle S. Grove,
Kevin D. Falpo, cum laude,
Chester E. Harmon Jr., cum laude, honors in physics,
Russell Fraley Hogg, cum laude,
Caitlin Heberlig,
Kristen Faith Gall, honors in psychology, University Honors College,
Miguel Javier Hermo,
Joshua Michael Blant,
Jordan M. Hollinger,
Lisa M. Good,
Jason David Huska, cum laude,
Robert James Greenwood,
MacArthur Jones Jr., cum laude, honors in earth sciences,
Sarah R. Hall,
Craig D. Kalinowski,
Katie Hartlove,
Kate Alicia Kimber,
Philip R. Hurd,
Keith J. King, summa cum laude,
Adrian Ray Homan,
Lauren A. Cook,
Lizette Milena Jager,
Amber R. Lamons,
Daniel A. Johnson,
Josiah T. Landis,
William Shelby Kennett,
Patricia M. Lawston,
Joshua A. Kiner,
Catherine Lynn Leitner, cum laude, University Honors College,
Brittany Michelle Nisley,
Kevin P. Love,
Justin John Kunder,
Emily Jean Lightbow,
Nicholas D. Kuiper,
Stephen M. McClure, magna cum laude, honors in mathematics,
Jamie L. Lancaster,
Samantha Amy McGraw,
Conchetta Rose Lasky,
Shakira T. McManus,
Jessica L. Leddy,
Tyler R. Mellinger,
Rachel L. Lillick, cum laude,
Michael Andrew Mendez,
Shatia R. Linton,
Aaron R. Miller,
Peter William Logaro,
Lance S. Miller.
Sarah Mohammed Badali, magna cum laude, honors in biology, University Honors College.
Jared Mizrahi, cum laude.
Jeffrey D. McCall.
Ashley Nicole Moyer.
Megan Lynn McGallum, cum laude.
Joseph M. Mushalko.
Stephen Michael McKigan.
Russell E. Neal, Jr.
Stephen T. Malnick, magna cum laude.
Amy M. Null.
Joel Renee Neely.
Alexandra Lynn Peace, cum laude.
Michael Anthony Wayne Miller.
Matthew Alexander Ritter, cum laude.
Heather N. Hagan.
George Dylan Rocket.
Christine Mortimer.
Stephen E. Sarzinski.
Bello Murray Moisa.
Natalie E. Schneider, cum laude.
Ann M. Novak, magna cum laude.
Patrick A. Selmer, cum laude.
Caverly Ann Pashuk.
Lauren Bianca Shank.
Rachel Marie Petrosino.
Samantha Jo Schenberger.
Matthew S. Potter.
Carlista Sykes Cardwell, cum laude.
Courtney Robbins.
Amanda B. Smith, magna cum laude, University Honors College.
Amy Lynn Rogato.
Kyle L. Spangenberg.
Anne Michelle Salvaggio.
Daniel Earl Stashu, University Honors College, Honors in Chemistry.
Trevor A. Sheetram.
Brian Michael Stovall, cum laude.
Colleen Amy Schmidt, magna cum laude, University Honors College.
Christopher Sean Seuss.
Ashley Nicole Seachrist.
Angie Swigert.
Sean Thomas Shahan.
Travis Dean Toth.
Shannon D. Sheets.
Nicholas F. Travato.
Weston Paul Schertzer, cum laude.
Brian G. Unfried.
Andrew Ryan Cinders.
Adriana Ludivia Villamil Castillo.
Denise Lee Smith.
Nicole L. Wilson.
Christopher P. Sneeringer, cum laude.
Brittany Christine Yanora.
Cassandra L. Squires.
Samuel Brian Yost.
Ryan Stauffer, cum laude.
Brittany Miller.
Tiffany Lynn Stryker.
William James Temmie III.
April M. Stump, cum laude, University Honors College.
Brooks R. Thomason.
Elizabeth Ann Weidman, cum laude, honors in biology.
Adrienne K. Vire.
Joshua D. Yablonsky, cum laude, honors in chemistry, University Honors College.
Jolene Ruth Mackenzie Wagner.
Joshua Alston York, magna cum laude.
Nathaniel A. Wall, University Honors College. That concludes the graduates from the School of Science and Mathematics.
Let's give all the graduates a round of applause. It is now my pleasure to present Ms. Mackenzie Roble, President of the Millersville University Student Senate, who will bring greetings to the graduating class of 2009 and 10 and introduce the spokesperson for the senior class campaign.
I'm fairly certain that my hat will blow off when I take my hand away, so we're going to roll with it if it does. Thank you, and welcome graduating class of 2010. And of course, family and friends, hello. How about that right in? I stand before you all today humbled and honored to stand before my fellow students and witness your accomplishments. This is such a thrill and excitement, an experience that goes without saying. However, as I prepared to stand before you all today, I faced a challenge. And that challenge was how to offer advice and words of wisdom to my fellow students. After all, I'm a student just like all of you, who's put up with 6 a.m. registrations, got soaked walking along Frederick Street on a rainy day, got more parking tickets than I knew was humanly possible, but nevertheless fell in love with Millersville University as I sought after my undergraduate degree. As your typical classic college student, I have mastered the art of a few things. Obviously, only the finer things in life, such as Google. Like many of you, I've literally mastered Google. So while I prepared to stand before you all today, I Googled. I Googled motivational speeches, funny speeches. I watched Will Ferrell and Ellen DeGeneres. And if you didn't notice, I've quoted The Hangover already. It was shortly after I listened to the Cheers theme song at least 6 times on YouTube, stressing out because according to them, making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. I thought to myself, 1, everything I've got. Exactly how much is that? 2, if I'm going to make my way in the world today, do we walk in the same footsteps as somebody else? 3, do we say the same things that have been said before? And 4, as a group of graduating college seniors, do we want to set out and do what has already been done, or are we ready for something different? And as students, whether we are ready for it or not, we become accustomed to change. Our schedules changed with each new semester, as did our classmates, even our lifestyles. When you came to Millersville University, however long ago that may have been, it's quite possible you were playing the phrase, how to save a life on repeat. But as you spent time here, met new people, and adapted to the changes that you faced, you can look back and see the person that you were. And as you sit here today, you may see that Bob Dylan was right. The times, they are a-changing, and as the class of 2010, you're changing right along with them. But change doesn't stop. It will continue once you turn over that tassel. For example, once you leave Millersville University, your house rules may change from their current state to please use a coaster. Instead of paying $1 for Coors Lights on Thursdays, you may spring for a $6 microbrew. And instead of pirating your music and movies, we may actually start to pay for them. But of course, I'm not making any promises, like I'd never promise you'll ever stop reading texts from last night. And if any of those were sent in from you in the audience, I particularly applaud you. But in all seriousness, you're graduating. You've done it. You've passed PChem, finally finished your PR4 campaigns. We're all sick of taking your surveys. You finally passed a finance class, survived your student teaching experience, spent your fair share of nights in the art studio, learned all about genetics, and if you never see another $200 textbook again, well, that's okay with you. You've stood in those long lines at the galley. You've made some of the best friends you could imagine. You've had the professors you wouldn't be here without. You've been confused in Ganser when the elevator clearly says 3 floors and the stairwell has levels 1, 2, and 3 balcony. Now you're lost and you're just trying to meet your friends. And then you're lost in the stairwell. Or you're not sure what Ganser is, and that's okay too. You may have taken part in the party when the Phillies were champions, or celebrated after the presidential election, which leads me to believe one thing, that this graduating class has passion. We are a new generation, a generation of learners, of thinkers, of believers, of students who not only adapt to the change, but who are the change. We set goals that some may call impossible, and we take risks that others may call crazy. But that's what makes this class, this particular group sitting right here today, exactly who they are. You are someone to be proud of. You are someone who inspires. You are someone who shoots for the moon and forget landing in the stars because you get exactly what you aim for. So my hopes for you all are that you will continue working hard. Remember those who've helped you get to this point. Continue to set those goals higher than you think are possible. Continue to take the risks that others call crazy. And I hope you remember the rules, such as rule number 76, no excuses, play like a champion. And a life favorite, rule number 91, never dance to what I like about you. It's long past time to let that song go, and someone will request it at every wedding. Don't dance to it. These rules were not created to be forgotten. My conclusion, fellow classmates, is simple. Ask questions and listen to the answers. Make the best of each and every situation. Don't accept the change, be it. Be proud that you've mastered Google. And finally, if you're still listening to songs on repeat once you leave Millersville University, Please, for the sake of the rest of us, make it something other than Taylor Swift. Congratulations, class of 2010. And with that, I would like to introduce the presenter of the senior class gift, Amy Stathopoulos. In the fall of 2009, an enthusiastic group of seniors gathered to discuss how the class of 2010 could continue the tradition of the senior class gift by leaving a tangible sign of our years on campus. It is with great pride that I read the following on behalf of the class of 2010. In appreciation and recognition of our educational experience at Millersville University, the class of 2010 hereby presents our senior gift. The class of 2010 resolves by this document symbolic of gifts given by seniors, our families and friends, to contribute funds and resources for the class of 2010 Ganser Cafe. This gift will enhance the campus community for many years to come. Thank you to all who contributed to this extraordinary project. You can be proud that the class of 2010 will be remembered for years to come because of your pride and generosity. Presented May 8, 2010. Dr. McNary, I wish to present this resolution to you on behalf of the class of 2010. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Amy, and to the gift committee and to Mackenzie. Graduates, you have reached the end of your formal education at Millersville. Before you leave, it is fitting that you recognize those who have been principally responsible for your academic lives and successes, who have provided a supportive and enriching learning environment, and who have played a key role in awakening your intellect. Your faculty are scholars who are highly respected in their fields. They are approachable, active mentors who engaged you throughout your life at the university. Will the faculty representatives here present please rise and be recognized with our applause? Thank you. You may be seated. Graduates, your graduation is just one successful capstone in your life. But your journey to reach this day has not been a solitary voyage. Many have influenced your development as a student and as a person. Let us recognize another group of people who undoubtedly had a tremendous impact on your success and to whom you may wish to express appreciation. Will the parents, spouses, family members, and friends here present please rise so that we may recognize you as well? Graduates, commencement typically compels all of us to reflect upon your years at Millersville, to celebrate your accomplishments, and to contemplate what lies ahead. Yes, for many, today is a day of uncertainty, for you leave with many unanswered questions. How will I pay off my loans? Who will hire me? How will I help my family? But you are the recipients of an outstanding education that the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania has provided and invested in you. And you now have a responsibility to give back. How you return that investment is up to you. Your choices are endless. You may choose a career in the public sector or commit to a life of volunteerism. The choice is yours. However, your education at Millersville has positioned you to be leaders in all of the challenges you will face. You are prepared to develop strategies for addressing local, statewide, national, and global issues. You are prepared to flourish in a dynamic world. You join more than 54,000 alumni who are prepared and empowered to meet the challenges of the world and the future. You have experienced part of a great learning process at Millersville, but there is much more to learn. And as you learn, we expect great things from you. This is your time to be proud of what you have become and what you will be. This is your time to celebrate your accomplishments and those of your classmates. Therefore, go forward, graduates, and assume the leadership roles that await you. Seize the opportunity to make the unique contributions that you and you alone can make. Seize the opportunity to leave your imprint on the world. We share hope and confidence in what lies ahead for you. So now, on behalf of the Millersville University, its faculty, staff, and student body, we join your family and friends in extending to you our warmest congratulations and best wishes as you pursue your hopes and dreams. I wish to express sincere appreciation to Barbara Strasco, the marshals, Dr. Hesslink, the University Commencement Band, and other program participants. Let us also remember the women and men who are serving our country throughout the world and who are away from their families and friends. And most importantly, we wish all of the mothers present and away a happy and a wonderful Mother's Day tomorrow. We wish you all a safe journey home. And now, if you will turn to the last page of your program as we conclude the ceremony with the singing of the first verse only of the alma mater. After the platform party and graduates have recessed from the platform and the seating area, guests seated in the bleachers are requested to immediately exit the stadium to the lawn reception adjacent to Byerly and Osborne Halls, where you will enjoy light refreshments and a lot of wind. You may meet your graduates at the reception or at an agreed-upon site. We all appreciate your consideration. Graduates, you should proceed to Osborne Hall to pick up your diploma covers. Will the audience please rise and remain standing until the recessional has ended?
Millersville, we sing to thee hymns of praise and loyalty. Sons and daughters, staunch and bold, follow 'neath the black and gold. Here we fight for truth and right, shield and buckler ever bright. Rich in truth will ever be. Millersville, we sing to